This one's called Problem Solver, as that is your thing in Congress, as I mentioned, part of the Problem Solvers Caucus, bipartisan group.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a scenario, and you're gonna have to help these two sides come together and make a deal. All right? It's high holiday services. Half the congregation wants assigned seats they've had for 30 years. The other half wants open seating to feel more inclusive. Make a deal.
I think you're going to have to take half those seats and say we're going to keep half the seats as we did in the past, and we're going to have the other half open seating. And, and we're going to have a new tradition in our synagogue where we do that.
The people who's given up their seats for the inclusive people are probably going to be pretty pissed off.
I know, but next year maybe they have a shot of the seats that they had the year before. So
get a rotation going.
They can rotate, and half will go in, half will go out. But you got to give we've got progress. We've got to move forward, and we've got to bring in the next generation who wants open seating.
You got a deal.
By the way, synagogue president, the worst job in America.
Okay, speaking of synagogue president, here we go. Here's one. The rabbi wants a tight 90-second announcement after services. The temple president's got 14 thank yous and a personal story. Let's make a deal.
By the way, I wish we had a buzzer.
Right?
We definitely should have a buzzer, and I think they should get 2 minutes. And when we do debates, we have one of those big clocks.
Yeah.
And with the red, yellow, green, and there should be right next to the bima a big clock with red, yellow, green. And
what does yellow mean?
Like we're getting close to the end of your time.
I didn't know that they had. I thought it was just like one light. That's you're out.
No, they give you
they walk it down.
They know that
you.
you're running out of time in case you can't see the clock. It's a way of. So we should have that on the bima as well. They should be given 5 minutes. If you can't say what you want to say in 5 minutes, you got a bigger problem.
Yeah.
You could ask for money, thank people, and move on. They do it in the Oscars. And then what you could do, I think, which would be a really good idea, is you have music playing louder and louder.
There you go.
Just like when you watch the Oscars.
Yeah.
And then
their exit
shut
music.
down. It could be nice music.
The local school board is split. Half want drag queen story hour, half want Jesus story hour. Make a deal.
That's a good one. I think depending upon the school, because I'll defer to the school because schools are very local controlled, not controlled by the federal government. I think it's really important that both sides are given time. They have to learn to share, and I think in general, the bigger point here is people have to talk to each other, listen to one another, and be willing to get 80% of what they want. I'd say the same thing should happen in any situation like that. The problem happens when everyone digs in on their side and isn't willing to talk to one another. And so I'm always like, there's two sides. I want them to talk to each other, and that'd be interesting. They should have coffee first. Make them have coffee. See what happens. And if any are still alive after that, I bet they can solve the problem.
Nice. The answer we were looking for is drag queen Jesus, but that's fine. Let's wrap it up here. Your dad wants you to call him every day. Your chief of staff says you don't have the time. Make a deal.
Oh, that chief of staff's got to go.
Boom.
Family first.
Love that.
I talk to my dad every day.
Beautiful.
He's amazing. 81 in May.
All right, Pops. Staying strong.